Exchange offer versus tender offer. Explain strategic English. Welcome. Today we'll demystify two deal terms you'll see in headlines and emails: exchange offers and tender offers. Both are ways to acquire shares or change who holds a company's securities, but they work differently. In an exchange, investors swap what they own for new securities. In a tender, investors get cash for their shares. These tools show up in mergers, takeovers, and restructurings, so understanding them saves time and avoids expensive misunderstandings. By the end, you'll know what each term means, when it's used, and how to speak about them clearly and confidently. In an exchange offer, a company invites holders to swap existing securities, usually shares or bonds, for new shares or bonds. You hand in what you own and receive newly issued securities in return. The terms usually include a clear exchange ratio, like 1 new share for every 3 old shares. Companies use exchanges to fix the balance sheet, for example, lowering debt, or to create tax advantages for investors or the issuer. No cash changes hands in the offer itself. The value comes from the securities you receive, which may have different rights, maturities, or dividend/interest terms. Useful wording you'll see. We propose a 1-for-3 share swap. For every 3 old shares you tender, you receive 1 new share. No cash consideration will be paid. You're getting securities, not money. Subject to a minimum acceptance level, the deal proceeds only if enough holders participate, such as 75%. Example: a company running a bond swap exchanges high coupon notes for new, lower coupon notes with a later maturity. Result: reduced interest costs and extended debt runway, while investors keep market exposure through the new securities instead of taking cash today. In a tender offer, a bidder offers cash to shareholders to buy their shares directly. The bidder sets a price, either a fixed amount, e.g., $18 per share, or a range to be finalized later. The offer runs for a limited time window, and shareholders must decide before it expires. Tender offers can be friendly, board-supported, or hostile, board-opposed. But in both cases, cash is the headline. If enough shareholders tender, the bidder can gain control quickly, often followed by steps to acquire the remaining shares and consolidate ownership. Common phrasing: we tender $18 per share in cash. Clear, simple consideration. Offer valid until May 30th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, a firm deadline that creates urgency. Conditional on 51% acceptance, the bidder needs majority control to close. Example: a larger competitor launches a cash bid to acquire a target fast, paying a premium to current market price. If enough investors accept, the bidder crosses the control threshold, secures the company, and may follow with a squeeze-out or merger to own nearly all remaining shares. Key differences. Consideration: exchange offers pay with securities. Tender offers pay cash. Goal: exchanges often aim to restructure capital, swap debt, simplify equity. Tenders seek to acquire control efficiently. Risk: in exchanges, value depends on future price movement of the new securities. Tenders offer funding certainty if financing is locked. Investor view: exchanges may cause dilution but keep investors in the story. Tenders provide immediate liquidity and a clean exit. Knowing which lever is being pulled helps you judge incentives, timing, and negotiation power. Be crystal clear from sentence 1. State the offer type. This is an exchange offer, or this is a tender offer. Next, define the consideration, cash or swap of securities. Spell out the key terms in numbers. Exchange ratios. prices, and exact deadlines with time zones. Add conditions up front, minimum acceptance levels, regulatory or shareholder approvals, and financing or tax conditions. Close with the purpose: restructure debt, simplify equity, or gain control, so stakeholders immediately understand why the offer exists and what decision they're being asked to make. Quick recap. Exchange equals swap securities. Tender equals cash for shares. Both are typically time-limited and often conditional on minimum acceptance or approvals. Mini quiz. You read, "We offer $12 per share, cash, valid for 20 business days, conditional on 60% acceptance." Is that a tender or an exchange? Think about the consideration. It's cash. Answer: tender offer. Bonus check. If you see no cash consideration and a 1-for-3 ratio, you're looking at an exchange offer. Spotting these cues will make your deal reading faster and sharper.